Alright folks, here's another video from me, Charlie, at For The Banter and I. Today I'm going to be talking about the game Life is Strange. Now, I got round to playing the third part, the middle episode in the 5-part episodic game Life is Strange, made by Dontnod Entertainment. If anybody is coming new onto my channel, you can check out my review for episode 1 up here and episode 2 down below, which I previously had done. Now, episode 3 of Life is Strange is probably the best episode they've done thus far. It's definitely the most story driven of all 3 episodes. I'm just going to show you a little bit of gameplay here while I talk a wee bit about the episode and things that go on thus far. I have to say, playing through the episode, it was just shock after shock. The French really know how to tell a fucking story. Like, they really did pull out all the stops for this episode. Episode 3 follows Max and Chloe getting into a bit of mischief. Episode 3 is adding in certain stealth elements to the game where you have to sneak past certain characters and rewind back in time with Max's power. For anybody that doesn't know, Max has a power to rewind time, and you have to like essentially rewind time to a point where they have their back turned and obviously get past them. Which was a nice, cool implementation to the game because it changed it up with the other gameplay that the first 2 episodes had, where it was just go here, go there, talk a bit in conversation, and then rewind back and just change your outcome of conversation to change the story. Well, the thing is as well, with this, we had a part in the episode where we had to build a type of bomb to breach a door in the school, and once again it was another good gameplay element that Dontnod Entertainment have put into the game. In the previous episodes we meet the character Warren, who is a friend of Max's, a good friend of Max's, and basically he is very enthusiastic about science, and he basically explains to Max how to build this bomb to breach a door when Chloe and Max decide to break into Blackwell Academy. Now, there is massive choices that you have to make in episode 3, which are going to change a lot of the outcomes for episode 4 and 5 that I can see already. In regards to this episode, we're starting to now see our decisions in episode 1 and episode 2 coming to life and what it's actually doing and how it's affecting the later episodes. I don't want to give too much away because there is an awful lot of story in this episode. It clocks in roughly about 2.5-3 hours in length. Basically, with the next 2 episodes, we're going to be seeing a very, very dark side to Maxine Caulfield's power. For anybody that doesn't know, Maxine Caulfield is the student that you play as in Life is Strange at the school Blackwell Academy, where all the rare and odd occurrences are going on. With regards to the story of episode 3 following up the events of episode 2, for my particular save, for anybody that doesn't want spoilers, I would skip the video about 20 seconds now. I managed to keep Kate Marsh alive, and although you don't see her at all in the episode because she is ill, you still get text messages and notifications and things from her. Now, this obviously helped because with the likes of everyone chatting to Max on campus, they consider her to be a hero for saving her life. The same with Max's parents. If you go into the little tab menu and you go back and read through Max's text messages, she's got messages from her parents saying they're proud of her and different things. With the likes of other characters in episode 3, we further investigate Principal Wells, we further investigate Frank, Chloe's drug dealer, who makes his first appearance in episode 2, and Nathan Prescott, who is the controversial psychotic bad guy who we get first introduced to in episode 1. One character I forgot to mention, who we're still investigating, is David Madsen, who happens to be Chloe's stepfather. Now, there's a particular part in episode 3 where, not to give much away, you basically make or break the fate of David Madsen. you have to either side with him or go against him in a family predicament, which I thought was a really cool implementation, because you do see the bad and the good side to David both if you actually go and read through some of the extra content in the actual game. If you go and look at every item and read everything you can, all the files, and keep up to date. With episode 3 progressing, we're finding out more and more about other characters that we've met and some we haven't met. We begin to start uncovering secrets behind the truth of characters like Rachel Amber, who's been missing since before the first episode, who we're trying to find. And some characters in particular don't take it too well to do with the secrets that she's kept. Now, I don't really want to give too much away from the story, but as far as the story goes, I can say that if you play episode 3 of Life is Strange and you don't like it and you think it's not for you, then I would say the rest of the episodes probably aren't for you, because for me, I think episode 3 was definitely the strongest episode of them all, with some of the new gameplay elements, with some of the quirky puzzles, the idea of having to get and find certain things for crafting the bomb, for breaching the door, and even the likes of the story being the best thus far and really starting to uncover the mystery. I definitely think it was the strongest of all episodes. I don't know how Dontnod Entertainment and Square Enix are going to make 4 and 5 fare out, because to be quite honest, the story at the minute has been very unpredictable so far, and literally towards the end of episode 3 everything is turned on its head, shit hits the fan. The ending of episode 3, for anybody that wants to know, I'm not going to say what it is, but you cannot change the ending. There's a significant part towards the end of episode 3 where you think you're going to be able to change the outcome. This is not the case. You cannot change it. I looked on YouTube because I played the episode one particular way and wanted to see if there was other outcomes. Turns out there's not. The ending had a lump in my throat. You know, it was an absolutely incredible ending to the middle episode in the 5-part episodic game, which is Life is Strange. I think this game is fucking great. I have to say, you know, for me, it definitely could be a contender for best story of 2015, because, you know, what we've seen so far has been absolutely top quality storytelling across the board. Obviously with the likes of adventure games, you know, and you know, episodic games, the story will be the brunt and the forefront of the game. It will be its main selling point, but like, this is a top quality story that you could even translate to a book. You know, it is just one of them real AAA top class stories that you don't really get in games anymore, and I would highly recommend it for anybody to check out. So guys, that's going to wrap up my review of Life is Strange episode 3. If you enjoyed the video, throw a like on it. If you really like my content, please subscribe to me. It helps out my channel an awful lot. You can follow me anytime at Facebook and Twitter at For The Banter NI. Until next time, my friends, goodbye.